Yo, what is going on, my Pokemaniacs? So we are back with another PokéTalks episode. This is entry number 6 in the PokéTalks series. It's going to be from the Pokemon Go review. So, first of all, we're going to start off with the pools. And then we're going to go from our pools that we've pulled from the Japanese and a little bit of English. And then at the end, we'll close off with the set list and the final thoughts about each set. So I'm going to throw it right over to Garen so you can talk about the pull rates.
Yeah, so let's start off with the English set. I myself haven't opened many or any at all. I'm still waiting on the ETB, the Pokemon Center exclusive one, to arrive. But on the website that we're using, Digital TQ, they made a small table with all their pulls and the pull rates. And I want to assume it's pretty accurate because the English set did not have a booster box. And they opened 371 packs. So that's fair.
That is
Compared to other sites that just open 100 or so. Well, in their little table, they have the secret rare hollows, or as some people know it, the golden rares. They have 0.54%, which is less than 1. Way less than 1. Hollow VMAX, their percentage is 2.16. Their rare rainbow, 3.23%. Their hollow rare V-Star at 3.77%. Their radiant rares at 5.39%, which in my opinion, I think it's way better than the previous English set. Their hollow V rares at 15.9%, and their hollow rares at 70.35%, which is a big number. I know in the preview, I mentioned this is an unnecessary set, and the reason I said that was for that reason, that people are probably going to be disappointed that they're not going to pull, or their pulls are not going to be as successful as other sets.
gotcha. So for the Japanese pull rates, they're a little bit different because the only thing that you could get from the Japanese is basically like the booster box. So that's the difference from the English, from the Japanese. Japanese has booster boxes, English doesn't. But in the Japanese booster box, you're guaranteed 1 secret rare, 1 radiant, 1 ditto lurking behind a random Pokemon, 2 V stars, and 4 V Pokemon. Now, the V Pokemon are the only ones that can have a difference. Maybe you might get 4, 5, 3. That's the only difference in that one. V stars, there weren't too many V stars in this one. But yeah, you got 1 chance at a radiant. And the cool thing about the Japanese, which we spoke in the preview, was you could get the Eevee radiant card, which you got, and then you can get the Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise. So, and the secret rare, you get one chance per box to try to pull one of the big hitters of the set, maybe the Mewtwo alternate art. But that is what we have gathered together for the pull rates, and I'm going to be talking about what kind of hits or what pulls did I get from the Japanese set. So one of the main hits that I've gotten, and that was on my top 3 list that we did in the preview, I got a Radiant Venusaur, which is the one I was hunting for. Radiant Venusaur looks amazing. Also got the Radiant Blastoise. A few breaks later, a few booster boxes later, I got all the Pikachus that I needed. Definitely a big check mark. And one Pokemon that I want to single out from the Japanese set, which I thought was absolutely amazing. I love the artwork, and it represents Pokemon Go to the fullest. It's the Blissy Hollow Rare, which is the Blissy like on top of the gym. When you go by it, you could see what Pokemon are defending the gym. I thought it was amazing. I sent that card off to grading. That card's going to come back hopefully pretty soon. But those are the ones that I wanted to highlight from my pulls. And what type of hits did you get, Garen?
Like I mentioned, I really didn't care for this set, so the one I really loved was the Ditto.
Hmm.
I didn't know much about it. Like, I didn't know that was going to be a thing until you mentioned it.
Hmm.
And just seeing like the little Ditto design at the bottom
Hmm.
reflects that, and that was awesome. So I want to say my favorite pull is Ditto. The lore, the secret rare lore,
Yeah.
that was a beautiful card. I didn't really read into it before in the preview, and I've used it several times in game on Pokemon TCGO,
Mhm.
and it really has come in handy. I really like the design of it. Like, it just stands out. The pink colors with the gold looks awesome, and the Radiant Eevee is awesome. Mainly because it's just in its Japanese design is just really, really cool to look at.
All right, so now we're going to be jumping into some pros and cons. We're going to try to separate it as much as we can, Japanese to English, but we're going to start off, or I'm going to start off with the Japanese pros. So the pros of this set for the Japanese version are going to be better quality, in my opinion. There's going to be card hollows look absolutely more amazing than the English yellow border style. I absolutely hate that. The Radiant look amazing. The Radiant Charizard compared to the Radiant Charizard in the English set from Japanese absolutely blows it out of the water. And then the other thing with the Japanese pros is the booster box. You don't have predetermined hits, but you have chances at those predetermined hits that you might want. You might want that secret rare, that you're going to have a secret rare inside the box. You want the Radiant, you're going to have a chance at the Radiant. And the Ditto, you don't have to open up tons and tons of English packs to be able to get the Ditto. You're going to have a chance to get one Ditto per booster box as well. So those are my pros of the Japanese. What do you think, Karen?
I love Pokemon Go. I don't play it as much as I do now. And this collaboration really, really was came out of nowhere, and I was expecting it a while back when they were thinking of setting up that Professor Willow research um, for the premium tournament collection, and just seeing like the designs of the cards compared to other sets is really awesome. Like, you get to um, see the stadiums, you get to see the Pokemon in their Pokemon Go um, environment. You get to see which cards are actually pay homage to the strongest cards in Pokemon Go. Some cards that aren't really used in the main series games and in Pokemon TCG. And you also get some awesome callbacks in from previous cards from previous sets. Sort of make a reprint in this set, which is completely awesome. And it sort of makes sense why um, Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion is coming to an end, and where we got some awesome cards, not just for with awesome designs, but with some actual in play abilities and attacks.
Awesome. So the English set, obviously for pros, I have nothing really good to say. No real good pros for the English set. It's a lot more lackluster. I feel like people are basing their opinion on just the English, and I totally get it. If you live in the United States, obviously that's all you're gonna get is the English set. And I think people are giving it a bad name and stuff like that, are not enjoying it to the fullest because of the English set. So I have no really good pros for the English set of Pokemon Go. What about you?
Um, in the game, mainly Pokemon TCGO, I noticed that the code cards are really, really expensive. Like on eBay and on certain websites that sell code cards, the prices have compared to other sets, the prices are really steep. And I feel it's the fact that there isn't an actual booster box for it,
Mm.
but compared to like the promos, they're way more expensive because they actually give you awesome cards. So um that's a pro only because like yourself, if you open a lot of product, you could potentially sell it, and people would um run to your channel to try to see like your openings and try to win those code cards for free, which is awesome because more and more you hear and you see people on the internet talk about how they're getting back into the game, and one thing they look for is code cards to try to enhance their game.
Now we're going to move on to the cons. The con section, we're just going to be mashing the Japanese and English set. For my cons, to be quite honest, the English set is all about spending money on the product. You know, if you want the Radiant Eevee, you're gonna have to buy the Eevee Premium Collection. It's just spending a bunch of stuff that is, for my sake, not really necessary when the Japanese set is there and you get most of those cards in the main set. So that's my con for the English, and that's really all I have for the con. What about you, Garen?
I feel a lot of the commons, uncommons, and hollow rares stole the spotlight from the Pokemon V, the V Star, and the V Max. Like I mentioned, the Lunatone and Soul Rock deck is doing way better than some Conkeldurr and the Melmetal and the Dragonite V Star. And I feel that was a misstep from the Pokemon Company.
For the final section of the review of Pokemon Go, we're going to be talking about the set score, which there's something that we do in each PokéTalks review. We talk about the number 1 through 10 that we give the set, and honestly, as we're keeping the custom, it's going to be separated English versus Japanese. So my first set score that I will give the English is going to be a 6 out of 10. I could have gave it 5 out of 10, but I wanted to be a little bit more lenient. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And for the Japanese, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. There's some stuff that could have been improved. An awesome set overall. I love the set. I'm going to be master collecting the whole set. So I'm super excited about that. But those are my set scores for that one. What about you, Garen?
Okay, so my score for the English set is going to be a 5 out of 10. Mainly because this is a specialty set and just a collaboration between Pokemon Go and Pokemon TCG. Some of the promo cards in this set sort of were just hyping up for the product itself, since it doesn't have a booster box. And I feel that the Pokemon promos were just too abundant compared to the Japanese promos. I feel if they would have done like the tins that are coming up in promos, it would have been way better. I'm going to give the Japanese set a 10 out of 10. I got the Pokemon Egg Incubator, which you flip a coin, and then for every heads, you get to search for a Pokemon. But if it's tails, you don't discard the card. You put it back in your deck. And I was also surprised to receive almost one version of each of the rares and one version of each of the Pokemon V, which is always a plus. Because now, like, if I ever want to collect the full set, I can do so, which is awesome. And hopefully down the line they could do like a Pokemon Go version 2
Nice.
of this set.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Super awesome. But there you go, guys. That's a review from Pokemon Go. This is PokéTalks. It's a pleasure having Garen on the channel to talk about his expertise on the playability side. and things like that. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button, subscribing, and the next set is going to be Lost Origin, or we might cover Lost Abyss. But make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys can check out the next PokéTalks episode. So stay safe, guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.